Hello and welcome to my stream. Tonight we play more of Superliminal and hopefully today we can try beating it actually because yesterday we did a fantastic job in progressing in the game even though the game has been super crazy, super confusing, at many times kinda simple going but at the same time not too obvious to understand what they want us to be doing. For example, right now we got stuck at a puzzle that nobody could really tell what they wanted us to be doing because it seemed to be very hard or impossible. But the history of this game so far has been showing to us that most solutions are very simple and very easy. So I won't be surprised by the time we can finally figure out what to do in this one puzzle we are stuck at, that it's going to be something, super dumb, and then it took a lot of our time to realize it. But yeah, last time we were also starting the stream like being stuck at a puzzle that was not making any sense to us. That one puzzle regarding the moon and heading to the ceiling or the rooftop. But in the end, when I was starting it, I realized that there was one more piece to that puzzle, and that one piece was the answer for us to progress. And then we finally went ahead and we reached some new levels, like deeper levels of the dream that we are stuck on. And also those deeper levels, they seem to have increased the danger levels as well, because we actually went through some very suspense and horrifying areas inside of our minds, inside of our dreams. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in there. Thankfully, there was not really a jump scare like my friend was kinda telling me there would be one. Although at the same time, I still don't trust the location we stopped the game at because we are still deep down there. Even though things have looked a little bit more, let's say, tranquil, calm, or pacific, I don't trust it. So maybe the jump scare moment could still be happening, but at the same time I feel a little bit more relieved because the chances for whatever we went through last time could have had this jump scare for others but not for me. I didn't think there was one particular moment with a jump scare per se, just suspense and lots of it. But yeah, thankfully that was over, and hopefully the chances for a jump scare to happen up to the end of the game are lower now, right? Because there is this chance that it has already happened. We just got through it without major problems. But the major problem right now is solving the puzzle. So that's for the game. I'll be swapping the overlays very soon. Before doing it, so I want to talk a little bit more about the changes I have been working on little by little on the channel. And from yesterday to today, I couldn't do much. I was still listing the games that I wanna play or I'm looking forward to play in the future on the rank 1 extension on the description. I could only work a little bit on that though. I haven't added many more games, but I did start adding the games that I have on Epic Games. So tomorrow and in this following week I will continue doing that. But I believe the major or biggest change so far would be now the chat or Riot overlay that I was testing out yesterday, but we didn't have a music, right? We didn't have a soundtrack being played on the background. And then I did some research today, and I think I figured out how to add some songs to the overlays I have set on OBS. So I'm hoping it's working well. I pretty much got some songs from video games that I really think they are relaxing and chill, and some even of my favorites. And yeah, they will be playing under some loop as well when we are on this overlay or in the starting screen like it was before when I was just starting the stream, and also in the offline screen and the full screen camera, right, when I have only the webcam working. So once somebody shows up later on, I will ask their opinion to know if I set the volumes right, if it is somewhat loud or too low. But according to the testings I was doing before starting the stream, I'm hoping everything's working alright. But as messing with this is like all new to me, then I'm not sure. But I'm glad that thanks to this one video I found on YouTube, setting this up was easier than what I was thinking. And once again, I will say this because I said this yesterday, but once again, I decided to go for this, let's say, solution of like chill, relaxing video game songs that I like. Because if I were using this one game, Two Corners, soundtrack, like the lo-fi songs it has on it, we have the game but it's pretty much muted. I was scared of it giving us some copyright issues or DMCA warnings and stuff, especially on YouTube, right? And like I was also saying yesterday, as I'm planning to have this overlay for chatting from now on and to the future, it will be probably and most likely at many of my future streams. So in case something happens towards this game's soundtrack, then it will hit many of those VODs of mine, right, or videos of mine. So to avoid that a little bit more, I decided to go after another soundtrack, and I decided to go for some video game tracks, right? And then I hope they are working, and that's it. I think that's the message I had to say before starting the stream. So, like I said, once somebody shows up, I will do this all again to just see if everything's working alright. But for now, I will go back to Superliminal because we have an annoying puzzle to finish. But I'm still hoping that after finishing it, we can get to the end of the game, because supposedly this isn't a very long game, and we did progress greatly last stream yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if we were very close to beat it. And that's what I'm looking forward to do, because it has the limited time for us to beat it, thanks to my Xbox Game Pass trial that's going to end in a couple more days, right? Well, without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, there we are, Superliminal is back. Again, I'm hoping the audios are fine, and thankfully, according to what I'm seeing right here on my OBS, by just swapping the overlays from the just chatting one to the gaming one, the music that was playing on the background stops itself, right? So thankfully that's an option, and that seems to be working. Well, let's jump into it. Hopefully we can find an answer to those apples. The apples that can multiply forever, or not really forever, but like a lot. And the freaking fan that is the obstacle in our way to finish this game. But let's go for it. Here we are. Thank goodness I'm not feeling too tired. Also, thank goodness, even though I went to bed late, like in the past 2 streams, right? They ended super late for me. Thank goodness I managed to rest, and my eyes that were kinda tired and kinda annoyed, I'm not sure if it was thanks to screen exposition or thanks to this change on my sleep schedule or something. They are feeling alright or better today, so that gave me motivation to stream. But yeah, this is the puzzle. It still makes no sense to me because we have that big fan blowing wind and pretty much blocking us to get the apples that can be cloned like that. To get them up there, that's where a button is located, and we can only progress if this button is pressed. Otherwise the door will be locked. But we also learned some things about this room and this puzzle last time. We didn't get to the solution, but we learned some things, right? For example, there were some moments or attempts that we managed to get some apples closer to this area, to this second part of the room, right? Although, when I was trying to make them to go up the stairs, the gravity was working against us, so the apples were falling back to the floor. And that made me realize that, I don't know, maybe either it won't be that simple, but my guts are telling me it's probably a simple solution, as this game has been kind of simple overall speaking. But it could still not be a simple solution, of course. Or that the solution has nothing to do with the floor level, because the floor level seems to be like a waste of time and completely weird, and everything is against us, right? The fan is against us, these stairs are against us, like the apples can't be multiplied forever, so they will stop at some point eventually, and then they won't reach this one second floor. But at the same time, what is there for me to do on this area? I don't know. I can work with the cloning on the alarm handle. This one. I mean, where is it though? Oh my god, is this game glitching again? This should... Okay, this is weird because this was not like this yesterday. Yesterday there was an alarm handle right here that I could be multiplying it just like the apples, right? But now I don't even have that. Why every time I start this game something different happens? Something that was not like it in the previous day, right? Okay, if the alarm handle is not there, that sucks, because it was one thing to work on and see if we could get to the solution. If we even don't have that, I don't know what to think about it. But maybe it could also be a good thing, because it's not there. Maybe it's not something that we will really need to solve this puzzle. Another thing that was strange about this room was this big door. This big door has an alarm handle too. That's, again, stuck for some reason. Why is that? Do they follow some sort of special mechanic that I'm not following? Okay, there is something completely different now. There used to be an alarm clock right here as well. Why is it not in here now? Okay, what? Okay, I can't even backtrack. This game is glitched. That's it. I'm going to restart this. There is no way, because that door was the door with like the glass effect, right? Where you couldn't bring the items from before this room with you. And then the others, at the other side of this door, there was the previous puzzle. Wait, the previous puzzle that had the green apples. Now it isn't there anymore either. I do think the game has glitched. Sometimes glitches can be helpful, and I wouldn't be like very sad in case a glitch could help me to solve this one puzzle, right? Because we kind of tried everything we could. But yeah, this room is not the same room we were playing yesterday. And I say that mostly because of the disappearance of the alarm clock. One thing is for the texture of the door to be like weird, like this. Another thing is for the alarm handle to not be interactive or interactable anymore. But it's still there. But the disappearance of the alarm clock is like the weirdest thing in my opinion about whatever is happening right now in here. How could they simply vanish with that in there. Well, regardless of these bugs, these glitches or not, I still don't know what to do. So I guess I'm going to test things from scratch, right? For example, what will happen if I fall on this hole under these conditions? The same as before, it seems. Yeah, the alarm clock is not there anymore. Oh, but now I could interact with the fire extinguisher at least. What a weird game, seriously. If we can't really progress thanks to these bugs or these glitches, then it's unfair, right? What if, although I should have done this before I start the stream, but what if in that one puzzle that had the moon, and only in the next day I could find an item that had a door for us to continue progressing on that puzzle or on this game? What if it didn't show to us at first, thanks to a glitch as well? But yeah, I should have returned to the VOD, I still haven't done that, to see if in my first attempt of that puzzle, if that item was there or not. But honestly, it feels weird to keep on going with a game glitched like this, right? It can be a problem later. So I will see if I can restart things in here. Reset to checkpoint. No, the alarm clock's not showing up again. And that right there is also all green. I don't want to restart the level because I think that's like a lot. But I think I will restart the game. So give me a second as I open the game again. In case after restarting the game we continue with the situation like that, then maybe it is not, let's say, a glitch, right? Maybe the game really wants to give us those changes after some time or after some attempts. But honestly, I doubt it. I still think it was a glitch. Like, why would they change the appearance of the glass looking doors that has been like the normal up to this point, and it's the game's way to communicate that we can't bring items with us past that door? Makes no sense to me. Huh. Well, let's go again. Is the alarm clock back? It's not. What the heck? I could restart the level, but... Okay, let's try sorting this out right now, even though it makes no sense to me. And let's leave possible restart the level option for like the last case, right? In the last scenario. But yeah, now I don't trust this game at all. Like, why did that happen? Yeah, then I can't even interact with that anymore. This is so weird. that really only gives us the apples to work with. But then how? Oh my god. As I figured, it was in the end an easy solution, you see? So yes, I was just thinking, maybe I can try to align where I am to the bottom level and avoid the fan. We kind of tried that a little bit last stream too, in many ways, especially in like being in front of the fan to avoid the wind blow, and also trying to get to an angle that the fan was not showing up. But we did not try this from up here, and it was an easy solution, you see? Well, let's keep on going then. If the game is glitched or not.
Dr. Pierce is frantically submitting numerous spelling and grammar mistakes into the standard orientation protocol in a desperate attempt to counsel you. I have no subroutine to correct these errors, but I cannot compromise the integrity of the standard orientation protocol. You will not receive these messages. They would not make sense regardless.
Wait, so does that mean that the Dr. Pierce or Dr. Pierce is like really inside of our dream with us? And then this one AI-like voice has been working against pretty much both of us because she doesn't want us to get information, or like she doesn't want us to communicate at all. And then one of those apples was able to get in here. But yeah, that once again shows us that this game's solutions are somewhat simple. But if you don't do it like with precision, at the angle, at the perspective the game really wants you to do the things, it won't work. Well, we can see a phone in here. That's good because the phone was one of the items listed as like a normal object in dreams. So as long as we can see phones, bananas, lamp bulbs, and I think I'm missing another object, it seems that our dream still has some sort of normality to it, right? I didn't notice. Let me check this. Yeah, they... No, never mind. They did not. They did not save after that puzzle, so I'm still waiting for another save point. Give me just a second. Let me see something. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. So what happens next now? Okay, now it's saving, thankfully. Oh, we felt that shake again. We still don't know why is it shaking. Nubble said yesterday that he thought that the shaking was like somebody trying to wake us up, right? In real life or something. What is this sign? Oh, it is the sign of the company. Somna Sculpt, right? But it has like an X on it. But we need to get closer to it to read it. solving that previous puzzle the way I solved right now really shows it that sometimes you just need to like take a break, leave an unfinished job for that day if it is like too exhausting or something, because on the next day with a fresher mind, you will have better chances to like continue it and actually do it, right? But honestly, that was a very, I don't know, lucky attempt as well because we were really out of options. So I'm glad we were able to find it like super fast. Somna Sculpt Gallery. That's what's written in red, but it used to be something else. Sleep? Sleep what? Oh, Sleep Clinic. And now it's like a gallery? Hmm. As I can't change the sizes of them, at least not on this dream level. Did I do it? I did it. Yes, I had to use them as some sort of stairs, right? Okay, we could fall there. And I believe that's the only way to go, right? Okay, here we come. Wait, now we have two options. We can go... Oh, thank goodness now I can get to the alarm handles once more. But we can go back or to the sky panel, right? Let's go. Oh, maybe I can't go back. Is this a sign? It is the same sign. It's behind the sign, I see. Yeah, that would bring us back to the previous room, right? So let's just keep on going. I'm not sure what's that. Another save. And then what's in here? It's like a brain diagram. Sorry. Neuromorality. Wait, morality. I can't say it. Morality. There we go. Neuromorality. So it's kind of scanning all different parts of your brain. How to start it? Dream Diary May. Yeah, and then I can't read the smaller writings, right? And then that looks like a barcode, like with some address, maybe from some sort of package this person got. Oh, and another one of those boards. Well, let's see what it says now. Oh, it's the same one as before. Yeah, this is like this the third time we find this one exact board. Nothing has changed, right? Yeah. I wonder if these boards, like this one that has been repeating itself, if they do have an important information that could change the path we will be going, right? But I don't see, or I can't get anything like that in particular. But maybe this has some sort of code or Easter egg that once you decipher it, it would be very important for you to get to a different ending or an alternative path. What I'm trying to say is that maybe this panel, even though it looks like full of random information or not too important information, maybe it is important. I just don't know for what, you know? Because it is the third time we see it, so this repetition is kind of odd. The other panels, the other boards, they haven't been repeated that much. But still, I don't understand what it's trying to tell me. Then we have another project. Oh, this. Okay, this one project diagram, we have seen it before too. Yes, I remember that.
Attention. Dr. Pierce continues to input significant errors. I will interpret his basic ideas.
Sure.
Hello. My introductions are redundant. I am a real doctor who went to doctor school. VR has never been a mistake. I can help you, but I also do not know how. Transmission ends.
Okay. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we started dreaming thanks to a VR technology? Or maybe that he's seeing what we have been doing in here thanks to VR? Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's how they analyze our dream, right? By using some VR technology. And it's interesting how he thinks he can help even though he doesn't know how. That's not the best way to help, I guess. We got another dream soda machine. And then another vase that this time I can't grab it. Perception is reality as always. Alright. As nobody showed up so far on the chat, I will pick this one soda. Of course, I will not get the diet soda because it is the most terrifying one in this playthrough. And the other one that we haven't gotten yet, if I recall correctly, was the green soda, so that's the one I'm going for. That's not a can, it's like a square? Wait, what? Why are you... Oh my god, it's another machine! What? Can I do it again? No, I can't. I guess that would happen to any of the sodas, right? But I wonder if it happened just because I picked the green soda. I doubt it. Road closed, detour. I mean, I don't know if they are being serious or not. I will say that they are not being serious. Can I read something else in here? The wavelength paper. Then the neuromorality one as well. Now we got 2 water fountains in a row. The lucid dreaming paper. And everything is a repetition pretty much. Another save, I appreciate that. But the flowers have changed. Just like Alice in Wonderland. Could this be a reference actually? About the red roses and the white roses, I wouldn't be surprised because Alice in Wonderland is another trippy story, right? Yeah, I can totally see that now. Well, there is another radio too. So wait here for me, please. Soda machine. There is something we gotta do first.
Hello, name is my Pierce Dr. Glenn. To the Somnosculpt Welcome Experience, team of your care leader patient years 10 development. Conditions struggle you whatever with? Professional invention. Edge science with cutting, a tomorrow can bright. And buts, no ifs or, look good.
Okay, now I understand what the AI meant by Dr. Pierce is not speaking things logically, right? Or at least not in order. Now he's all cryptic or full of riddles. Yeah, even if I try to like organize the words I just heard, I don't know if I would understand what he wanted to tell us. Although something got my attention in that speech though. Something about 10 years. I wonder if those 10 years he mentioned, I wish I could listen to this again, but I can't. But I wonder if those 10 years, if they were regarding how long they have been studying us or something, or how long this study would take to be finished or completed. But then I don't know, maybe he was just saying that he is indeed a doctor. He also kind of brought that up, that has some 10 years of experience, maybe. Well, I don't know what to sort out of that, so let's keep on going. Wait, what? What if I forget to set the alarm? And then the elevator seems to be super dangerous, and it makes sense because it's going to bring us deeper into the dreams, right? So that's not good. I think this is weird because we are in this one, let's say, not wave, but I would say round because I don't know a better word, right? But we are in this one round, or actually cycle, that the alarm from that puzzle, the one with the red apple, was missing, right? So I wonder if this could have any relation to that, but I still think it was a glitch. But what if I forget to set the alarm? If you forget to set the alarm, I guess it won't beep, it won't activate, and you are probably going to stay asleep, right? That's what would make sense to me. And then why would they show us that its time started at 2:08 o'clock, or I mean 2 and 8, right? I don't know if it is AM or PM. Probably AM, I guess. I say this because the first clock we have seen in this playthrough was 3 a.m. that it was showing. So maybe that's what actually happened. They forgot to set the alarm, although they did ring at 3 a.m. because the first thing we do, or we have been doing, as soon as we show up in those rooms, right? Those bedrooms, is like turning the alarm off. So the alarm was set. but it was set not to 2 and 8. It was set to 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and if I'm not mistaken, we even got to the 6 a.m. alarm clocks because it was like many of them. Huh. Maybe something did happen that we were supposed to wake up or try to wake up at 2 and 8, but it failed, and then we could only start waking up later than that at 3 a.m. And it could maybe explain how we got ourselves trapped into this ring, because a lot of time has passed since the ideal time to wake up or to stop the experiment, you know? I don't know, it's just a theory, but it would make sense according to what this board is telling us or showing us. It also shows that the elevator is not good. But then I can't go anywhere else, right? Although there is also this, the road closed sign with a detour. Is this the detour? What is this now? It's nothing, right? It was just a random universal room. Because there is only one entrance, and it is also the exit. But okay, at least we found it, right? It is a very pretty room, actually. But then the elevator is still calling us. I'm looking for a way to avoid it. There was also this way back, or kind of, but I got myself locked in, right? I cannot uh, get rid of those signs anymore, so I could try to fit myself in there, but I think it would be like still short for us to get into it, to fit in there. So yeah, I also don't think this would have been an option, and probably it would bring us back to the previous room, the one that we got from from above. It is the same room, so this is also not a possibility. Man, I was really hoping I did find like the detour they were talking about, but there was nothing in there. I had the drink soda thing, right? I left it in there, or did I leave it before? Yeah, where is my drink soda machine? Maybe it is by the elevator? I wanna test bringing it with me to that room. Yeah, it was right there, okay. It's getting so huge that it's little by little making me to think on 2001 A Space Odyssey's monolith, you know? Boy, it's huge. Imagine if we could enter it now. Anyway, to the elevator we go, it seems. That's kinda sad. Can I bring this with me? Theo's Friendly Family Produce. Farm to Mind, Mind to Heart. That was a different company than the Beans, right? The Beans Farm. Which, by the way, today's Sunday. So there won't be murder anymore. It's only going to be beans. No more murder, please. No more ketchup on the floor even. Oh, there we go. We are back to the room. So I was saying that the alarms in these rooms, they have never been set to that timer. Like 2 and 8. But now it's 7 a.m., right? Yep. Round 7, it seems. Relaxation room. Oh, I don't trust that. Oh yeah, that online purchase request form. So they were... Oh yeah, we were trying to remember which gas they were buying when we found the gas tanks or the gas cylinders last stream, and they were relaxium gas, right? Then the plywood sheets that Nubble taught me that it's like the shape of that one specific wood, right? Then Uncle Julio's rice pudding, the anti-vibe pads that I believe it's like anti-vibration pads, and fire extinguishers. All of those to build this one blueprint that we first have seen it. In that attempt, we reached the roof of the moon puzzle. But we have seen it again at other moments, I think, right? Then we have the symbolic meaning and brainwaves, the 40 stages of sleep. You have awake, low vault. Can I read everything actually? The 40 stages of sleep. There are 40 stages of sleep: REM, NREM 1, NREM 2, and NREM 3, and also NREM 4. Wait, so that makes 5 stages of sleep, right? The first stage of sleep is characterized by alpha waves. Sleepers commonly wake up suddenly due to hypoagogic, I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. That word is hard. Sensations during the phase. In NREM2, the brain exhibits rapid activity and intense bursts of brain waves. During the final stage, during REM and REM3, slow delta waves are what? Emitted. They are emitted. Sleepwalking, sleep talking, and night terrors occur in NREM3 sleep, according to Green 2024. Pierce Green, right? That's the doctor's name, isn't it? So that's the first one. It's when you are awake. It has low voltage, high frequency beta waves. Then you have drowsy, where you get alpha waves, proeminent, I think, I'm not sure. Then you have stage 1 sleep, theta waves prominent. I'm sorry if that's not really the word, that's what I'm guessing it is. Stage 2 sleep says sleep. Sleep what? Let me see if I can get closer. Sleep spindles and mixed EEG activity. And then we have slow wave sleep, stage 3 and stage 4 sleep. Progressively move delta waves, stage 4 is shown. And then the last one is REM sleep, low voltage, high frequency waves. Huh. The how to start it, I'm not sure if I can read it right. But it says maybe just use something but wants to appear I'm not sure what's that. Whoa, what was that? Hey Meowser, what's up, man? I'm here so focused trying to read this, and then suddenly I heard that horrifying sticker from you. How's it going, man? Meowser, since you are there, I wanna ask for your help for a little bit. Would you help me out? What's up? I'm doing okay. I'm surprisingly feeling. I mean, I'm feeling. How can I say this? I'm not feeling tired, but I'm feeling cozy tired, if that makes any sense. I'm not feeling like super exhausted and everything, but I'm feeling, I don't know, just fine and cozy, especially because it's been a very cold and chilly day here in Rio. So, yeah, this cold weather made me feel a little bit cozy. So I'm just relaxed, maybe. Maybe that's a good way to describe it. Which surprised me because after yesterday's stream that went super long as well as always, pretty much, I was wondering if I would have the energy to be online tonight. And to my surprise, I did. I did wake up well and I slept well, so I'm doing alright. How about you, man? But I want your help. I was waiting for somebody to show up because I have been doing all of those changes on the channel. And I was trying to improve something from yesterday, right? That I'm hoping it's been working according to my tests, but it's good to have somebody's opinion and feedback as I'm now online. So let me do that very quickly, and then after we do this testing, I will go back here and keep on trying to read all of that because I'm that curious. Even if I can't really uh, see all of the words correctly and everything, I will do my hardest because I love like lore of games and side questing and extra stuff. So I'm all curious about all of this. But let me do an overlay change because what I have been trying to do was actually upgrade our newest overlay, right? But also I ended up upgrading all of them pretty much. And I upgraded them or tried to by adding finally some music, because I was playing that one chill corner game in the chatting overlay for the moments we need to take a break for just chatting, right? And I was worried about using the songs from the game itself because they had copyrights, or I wasn't really sure if I could go for them, as they are lo-fi songs that, I don't know, an artist in the future could be complaining and, I don't know, claiming for the rights. So instead of using that game's audio, I decided to go for some video game songs that I think would be safer for us to be working with, right? And I want to know if it is playing, if it has a good volume. So let me go back to the just chatting overlay. There we go. It's probably being played right now. I can see on my OBS that's playing. On my return, it's very low. So I can only hear it very like slightly, you know? Because right now my computer on my side, it is at 15 of volume, so it's almost nothing. But distantly, I know it's being played, like the Persona 5 Rain instrumental music, right? So yes, I was messing with that today, and thankfully I think I was able to set it. So I set it to this one, to our new overlay for chatting. Yeah, it was planned to be somewhat quiet. I could try raising it a little bit. Do you want to see how it sounds if I raise it a little bit? It's just because I really want for us to have the, let's say, my voice louder than the song, right? The song is just a touch. Sure, okay, so let's see if it gets better if I raise it a little bit. It will also help me to hear it, right? Let me see. Is that better? It was just like 5 units of volume change. It got a little bit better to me, but not much, to be fair. It's better? Okay. Do you want to test it more? But I'm still worried of it getting too loud, though. But let's see. What happens if I bring it here? Do you think that's comfortable still? It seems good. I could go back there then. Is this, like, worse? Too much? Okay, yeah. Let's go back. Maybe here it's a good place to stop it, right? There we go. So I added that song after searching on YouTube how to finally configure and set that. And thankfully the YouTube video was super great. Like, it showed me it was easier than what I was expecting. So I add that song there. Also to the starting panel or overlay. So every time now I'm starting the stream, it won't be silent anymore. We are going to have this one track being played. Actually, it's more than one track, by the way, but we'll need to stay on it for longer so you guys can listen to the other songs. Also, I added it to my full screen. And thankfully it continues playing it, right? And also when I go off. So it should be playing in all of those overlays. And I'm loving how magical it sounds that it's working like that. Technology is fantastic. The only one it doesn't play is, of course, the game one. So every time I go back to the game, that song, that track ends. The other thing I was thinking about how I should configure it or set it was if I should, for example, I will go back to the chatting screen. It restarts the song, you know? I wasn't sure if I should try setting it in a way that it doesn't restart the song. Because then, depending on how many times I go back and forth, it could be a little bit annoying to the viewer. I'm not sure. What do you think? I don't expect us to be making that transition that much, you know, so maybe I'm overthinking the situation. But I believe there might be a way to not reset the song, so it could continue playing where we stop it. But it's another thing to test in the future, because what I decided to set was that I wanted it to be looping, right? But again, I'm not sure if that was the best decision. Especially, for example, let's suppose we have a very long chatting section, just like in the first stream of my return, that lasted like 2 hours long, and only then we went to the game. This song will not last 2 hours. I'm guessing it will last under 10 minutes, in my opinion. So that's why I asked for it to loop. But if it is a quick change, and if I need to go back to this overlay or the others later on, it will reset the whole thing. But I don't think it is a big deal, right? In the end, it's better to have that playing than having the silence under those other overlays. Good job. Thank you very much, man. It was all thanks to that one video I found that was super quick to learn and easy to understand. It was perfect. It even helped me to like how to get the song, how to save it, how to add other tracks together with it, because after this track there is another one that's going to be played, and then how to add those tracks together in one single file, and then how to add that file on OBS. Fantastic job. Like, it was super good to learn from it. And then I was doing the testing. I wasn't sure about the volumes, but it seems we got this. Yeah, I don't think that matters that much either, right? That's fine. If it becomes an issue, maybe in the future, but seems great now. There we go. And then we have the cozy game in there, finally with some song in the background, even though it's not its own lo-fi, right? Alright, Meowster, thank you for the help. That was the new change I was working. And I will continue working on those changes little by little. And let's see what else I can bring to you guys. But for now, man, let's go back to the game then, because we finally got some more progression going, and I think that we may be close to beat it. Also, by the way, I could also consider in the future suggestions of songs to be played on the channel, and then from time to time I change the playlist, right? I can create other music files or audio files with other songs, and depending on the day I can kind of just select it before starting the stream. That would work as well, and then it would give us a more variety of relaxing songs to be played on the background. That's something else for me to do as well. I can kind of have a set of let's say 3 to 4 different songs, and then if we get tired of them, or if you want to have some more variety of songs, before starting the stream I just go to my folder and pick the other one, and then the OBS in here, it will have this set ready, but just for it to be playing a different set of tracks, right? Maybe some Final Fantasy music. It got some Final Fantasy music, you just didn't get to them. Yeah, out of these 4 tracks that this one file I prepared, it had, or it has actually, the first one was Persona, like I said, but the next one is a Final Fantasy track, the third one is a Chrono Cross track, and the fourth one is another Final Fantasy track. The thing is that the 2 Final Fantasy tracks are from the same game though. So it wasn't a lot of variety, right? I should have picked from another Final Fantasy maybe. But it's just because I really thought about which songs I really can listen non-stop for hours on repeat, and that give me like the chillest possible ever vibes. And I believe those 4 tracks I decided to choose first, they do that to me a lot. So when we have like a crazy chatting section, I hope you guys will listen to them all, like these 4 songs. And I hope you think as well that they are like some of the most relaxing songs ever in video games, right? But I did get some Final Fantasy music for sure, and then one from Chrono Cross. There we go, man. Yeah, but I like this other idea of creating other audio files now that I learned how to do it. So from time to time I can be swapping them, right? And having other tracks to be played as I go stream, or as I go streaming. But let's go back there. Let me get the game back to me too. There we go. Let me see if I can keep on reading this. So it says on the second line right there, hi, I'm Dr. I think it's Pierce, right? And you have just started your somnosculpt therapy session. Hey, Glenn here. Welcome to your first ever somnosculpture. So it is like many ways of greeting the like the client or the person that's going to be under the study, right? It's the same thing, but many different ways to say the same thing. Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. Welcome to Somnosculpt. Open your eyes. Welcome to Somnosculpt. Welcome to the future of medical treatment. My name is Dr. Pierce and I invented Somnosculpt. He's the creator of this? Given time, we can and will solve everything. I didn't know he was the creator of this place, the founder. Good afternoon and welcome to Somnosculpt. My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce and I'm looking forward to helping you. Greetings, traveler. Welcome to the wonderful world of Somnosculpt. I'm Glenn Pierce and I will be your guide into this journey. You see how important it is for me to be reading those things because they do give me more info on what's happening. I didn't know that guy, that doctor, was the founder of this place. I thought he was just a worker. So what is on the next one? The Dream Diary. The Dream Diary in May, right? Monday, May 2nd. We started in the bathroom, was walking towards the door but couldn't reach it. Voices on the other side of the door, they were saying something like a nursery rhyme. Intense feeling of deja vu. And then on Tuesday, I floated through space for what felt like 7 hours. Plenty of stars, but no planets in sight. That sounds a lot like the room we just found minutes ago. Then on Wednesday, I started on this sofa in my living room, couldn't move. I have heard of this, by the way. I have heard there is this one situation, or I don't know how to say it, but it's a little bit like sleep paralysis. Have you guys heard of that? Also, hi Nubble, what's up, man? You are lurking. There we go. Did you see what happened though? Like, how was the solution of that apple puzzle? How dumb it was? But we did it though, right? But it was such a dumb puzzle. The puzzles of this game are all simple, and they need to be done in like a very specific way, otherwise it doesn't work. But it was so simple for us to be burning our brains like crazy like before. You missed it? Oh, you were playing Smash in other stream, alright man. Were you victorious? Did you go great in Smash? Hopefully you had a lot of fun. But man, I just had to align because we pretty much got to the conclusion that the lower floor of that Apple level was like impossible to work with, right? We tried everything. The fan made it impossible. So what I had to do, I just had to go to the second floor and align the horizon or my sight of that floor with the bottom floor where the apples were. Once the both floors were aligned and also in the direction of the button, I just needed to make a stack of apples, right? That they would come to the second floor automatically. Just like if there were no division of floors, basically. So the perception was important there for me to do that. So it was such a simple and easy solution. I just didn't do it that way because we did think about making the fan to disappear from sight, right? But we were working that solution in different ways, like by putting ourselves in front of it, by changing the angle but still being on the lower floor, and then oh yeah, the fan can't be seen anymore, so let's work from here. But actually we had to do it from the higher level, like from the second floor, and then multiply the apples so they could get to us. But not only that was the solution, but something else very weird was happening too when I started the stream. Because for some reason, this is like the second time, kind of like in a row, that in the next day that I boot up this game, the situation of the puzzle looks a little bit different than the previous day. And what do I mean by that? Yesterday, once I started the game, I told you, and you were here by that point as well, that I didn't notice that on the moon there was that one piece that had the door for us to continue progressing the game, right? But it was there last stream. I still haven't gone back to the original attempt of that puzzle, like the first attempt of that puzzle, to notice if that was there in there as well, but it felt that it was not. So today, once I boot up the game and I was sent back to that puzzle, I thought it was weird because, first, those alarm handles, I could not make them multiply anymore. It was like they were glitched. Second, the alarm clock outside of the room by the door wasn't there. So I was like, where is the alarm clock that was here? It wasn't there. And then third, the glass effect between puzzle rooms, right? That they block you from bringing items from before to the next room. It was also kind of glitched. It wasn't looking like glass anymore or transparent anymore. It was like a green layer. That was weird. So I was even wondering, like, did I start this game in a glitchy way and all sorts of things? And then I resetted the game. I closed the game and started it over to see if that somewhat glitch could stop. And no, every time I loaded the save file to today, it was giving me that result of no alarm clock, the alarm handles couldn't be multiplied anymore, and the transparent effect of the doors was different. So I ended up, you know what, let's try to solve this way regardless, because I don't know what to do. I don't know what happened. And then I found the answer very quickly too, regarding that perspective from the higher level to fit it or to match it with the lower level, and then create a stack of apples on my direction, and then the apples got to the button, you know. But again, the game has kind of changed from one day to the other, or at least that's what it looked a lot like. Especially tonight, because yesterday for sure we were not dreaming about this. It was not like a collective dream, right? We did live in real life, and we did see at least the alarm clock being there in that door, right? By that door. So yeah, there is no excuse. The alarm clock should have been there, and it was not there tonight. So I don't know what the heck was that. I think it is just, and actually in case that's right, this game is amazing for doing that, but I think it's just this game trying to drive us crazy, you know? Maybe every time you boot this game up or something, it will have different things that changes likely to make the player uncomfortable, or to think the player is confused or feeling weird. I don't know, but that's how I felt when I got back to the puzzle tonight. Then after that, we heard a little bit more about Dr. Pierce. I just learned that he is the creator of this institution. I was trying to read all of these papers in here now that I could get closer to them. And one of them, he was practicing greeting messages. And in one of those greeting messages, he revealed that he was the creator of this place. So he's not just an employee, he's the owner, the founder of the institution. So that was interesting to learn. But yes, and now that he has been trying to communicate to us, even though we have been getting deeper and deeper into the dream, and by the way, we reached another dream level now. We are at, I don't know, the level that has 7 a.m. on the clock. Because yesterday we were at 6 a.m., right? So now we got to 7 a.m. And yeah, he has been trying to talk to us, to speak to us, but his last message got all messed up. Like the order of the words he was saying made no sense. It was like he was saying sentences or making up sentences with the words scrambled. So yeah, even his attempt to talk to us has been getting weirder. The AI, or at least that one voice that sounds like an AI, alerted us on that. Like, she was saying, Dr. Pierce is trying to talk to you, but I'm not allowing him to do it because his speech is weird. It's like not making a lot of sense. And that made me suspect that the AI could be against us because, like, it's okay if it is a weird uh, audio file that Dr. Pierce is trying to send to us. It doesn't matter. We need to communicate. But the AI has been kind of filtering that, or trying to not allow that to happen for some reason. So I was a little bit like, hey, AI, chill, please. Let me hear whatever he's trying to say, even if it is a random message. But yeah, those were the changes. And then I was trying to read this, but let me see what you have said first. You ended up with a 3 stock victory in a 4-player free-for-all match that also had final smash meters. Oh, Jesus, man. But there we go, you did great. Who was your main? Who did you play as? That was kind of lame. It was a simple solution, right? Yeah. Like I was saying, this game has some simplicity to it. We just overcomplicate it because, I don't know, it is so, I don't want to say open, but the puzzles are so strange that we go for strange solutions as well, right? Yeah, I was there when you randomly found the door on the moon, right? But then I need to check it in the original VOD because I didn't have time to do it yet. But I would guess that it was not there and it showed up in the next day. Alright, let me finish then reading this. On Wednesday, he was in his kitchen, then suddenly in the hall, and then the dream has ended. On Thursday, he began with falling off a huge cliff. Right before landing, he fell back up to the top of the cliff. That has happened to us a couple of times, right? Repeated this many times. I realized I had no hands. That's crazy. Then on Friday, he was wandering through a seemingly endless forest, just like Chill Mode talking about the forest yesterday. Wolves howling in the distance. Could the wolves be the supposed monster of this dream or something? In the weekend, I took the weekend off as usual, so no dreams. And then on the next Monday, he was eating cereal for breakfast. He kept eating the cereal, but it kept refilling. Cereal everywhere after a while. And then on the next Tuesday, arguing with my best friend in high school. We were in a bank. I think we were getting in line or something. Wait. No, getting a loan. I think we were getting a loan or something. Interesting. So it shows that he has some worries about finances, right? Maybe for his institution. This institution in the case. The other thing, Nubble, that I noticed that maybe you have missed it, that I noticed it today. Oh, you were playing as Mewtwo? I was thinking you would go as a Pokemon, but I don't know why. I first thought you would pick Lucario, right? But you were Mewtwo when you got the 3-stock victory, who has no right having 3 stocks at the end of a free-for-all given just how featherweight he is. Who were your opponents like? Which characters were you fighting against? Meowser, do you like Smash Brothers too? But I will go back to what I was saying. I found another one of those boards with like crazy messages, right, from the doctor to us. And the one today showed a picture of one of those alarm clocks, but the time on it was like 2 and 8, and then I think AM. And then he was also writing there like a message that said, "What if I didn't set the alarm?" or something like that. And then that made me think about a lot of things. Like, that made me think that maybe the reason why we got deeper into our dreams like this was because the alarm that was supposed to be playing or to be played, right? The alarm that was supposed to be played to wake us up got delayed and only woke us up at 3 a.m., which was the first alarm we found in this game, right? Everything started at 3 a.m. While this one that was being showed on the board tonight was at 2 and 8. So maybe something happened and that alarm did not ring, and so we kept sleeping, and maybe we are living or dealing with some consequences from that. But that was just an idea I got from that one board. So yeah, I thought that the situation got more serious because we didn't wake up at the proper time, basically. You were fighting a Bayo, another Mewtwo, and you forgot the third player. Bayo is also super annoying. I actually forgot she was a character, right, in the roster. Yeah, she's also super annoying. Although she's again another light character, right? Okay, so we found the relaxation room. It could have had a small power outage that reset the clock and thus shut off the alarm. That's a possibility. Maybe that also explains why some of the rooms in this ring they are all blacked out, right? With no light at all. Again, even though we got this far and also past that one horrifying area from last ring, I still don't trust this game because I can't really say we had a jump scare last stream, right? What I think is, or what I want to hope is that the jump scare that people were warning me about has already happened, but I didn't think it was a jump scare. It was just a suspense moment in the end, at least for me. But as things seem to be getting more dangerous as we go deeper and deeper, I wouldn't be surprised if the jump scare still needs to happen somewhere somehow, and then maybe it would happen in the way I was first thinking it would happen, which is like from something very random and out of nowhere and not necessarily connected or linked to horror. So if the game is saying relaxation room to us, I don't trust it. I will still feel a little bit sus that the game wants to give us some supposed calm or peace that may be fake, you know? So it says relaxation room. Maybe this is the opposite. Maybe this won't be that chill or that relaxing. Never mind, so far it looks relaxing. Most of the pictures of this game are the sky, right? Or are from the sky. About us. Can I read it? It is too bright though. It's something I'm Dr. Pierce or Dr. Glenn Pierce. Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Dr. Pierce. Somnosculpt is a company that strives to better mankind through the use of dream. Okay, so it is a company that strives to better mankind through the use of dream therapy to better understand how to solve people's problems. Once we get the once we get the is it really okay? I think I'm reading this. I'm sorry if it's not, but I think I'm reading the following. Uh, once we get the kinks, that's what I'm reading. Once we get the kinks worked out and receive the proper funding, the world as we know it will be changed. And then their mission is perception truly reality. What? Our mission is perception truly reality? Oh wait, they are actually asking themselves if perception is reality, right? They are not certain, or not, they are not certain anymore. Okay, so kinks as in the issues, all right, because it has another meaning too, right? That's the question uh we what? Okay, you, right? That's the question you are trying to answer. Wait, that was suspicious now. What if we, as like the character, the protagonist, we are Dr. Glenn Pierce? And then this whole dream simulation is actually himself testing his own program. Because this was very sus right now, that he was saying we and then he correcting himself to say you, right? But let's go back to that. Our mission is perception truly reality? That's the question you are trying to answer. Our dice exhibit will what? Will question our, no, never mind. It will, our dice exhibit will, as I can't get that word. It will something and maze you beyond your brain's cognitive or cognitive hall, right? Yeah. Our dice exhibit will something and maze you beyond your brain's cognitive hall, thus opening your mind up to the new possibilities. Then another word that I can't get. Thus opening your mind up to the new possibilities. What is that though? I can't get it. Possibilities, something within this dimension. What does all of this really mean? We don't know, but that's okay. We are working on it. And so that's what I could get from that. So this one, I don't know, folder, I'm not sure how to describe that. This one, uh, How are those called? Charts, maybe, right?